Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of my Team Fortress 2 Let's Play series in quotes, where that was a nice air blast, where over the last 6 episodes I have just been playing through the game and playing all of the different classes, and I want to go ahead and just spend this episode kind of playing all the classes and just hanging out for a little bit and chatting about a few different things before we continue on to looking at some other more specific parts of Team Fortress 2, where I think this episode is kind of a good example of just like casually playing through some Team Fortress 2, where I often do switch to like multiple different characters or classes in a single game, where like, you know, sometimes I start by playing as like a Pyro, and then maybe I just want to switch over to a Scout because this is like the second time I've died pretty quickly as a Pyro, and maybe I'm just not feeling it right now. Where when it comes to more of like the gameplay, you know, you could say competing aspect of Team Fortress 2, this is a pretty important part of the game where you want to switch depending on what is happening in the game and to basically like counter enemies, where you see this like more and like more concentrated like hero shooters like Overwatch, for example. But it does still exist in Team Fortress 2 to some extent, where if you really need like a Demoman specifically to take out a like engineer nest, for example. Wait, this is me. Is that the same spy? No, I think there's 2 spies disguised as me. The spy's trying really hard. Let's go get that other spy. I'm just really not paying attention to anything going on right here. Where did this spy go? Let's get up here, jump here, because the spy was hanging out in here somewhere, but I don't see him anymore. Where maybe we can kill that Pyro and then promptly lose the game right after. Or did we save it? I think we saved it. Oh, wait. And the spy captured it. Of course he did. But since I have played through all of the different classes recently in the recent episodes I made, I want to take some time to give a very brief ranking of each of the classes for my own personal play style and like what I particularly enjoy. Where basically we have in the 9th place is going to be the spy, which let's get out here quickly, where the spy is just my least favorite class in the game. I don't really enjoy playing this class at all, and I almost never do, where it's just not really fun for me. And a lot of people really enjoy playing as a spy, but it's just not something that I personally ever find super intriguing or interesting or like entertaining in any way, and I just almost never play this class. Let's try to get one good play here where I'm not, but maybe we almost killed that soldier there. He almost killed himself, and I was going to try to destroy all the teleporters, but they were already gone, so that's awkward. In 8th place is going to be the sniper, where I just enjoy this class like a tiny bit more than the spy, but largely it's still one of my least favorite classes in the game. Where when it comes to like playing as like a sniping character in like a shooter game, Team Fortress 2 is maybe one of my least favorite examples of like sniping in a shooting game. Where similar to like a spy, people really enjoy playing like the sniper, and like a lot of people dedicate a ton of time to playing like sniper, but for me it's just not my cup of tea. Where there's so many angles here. There's one kill. Let's try to get another one here. There's another one. This is kind of a nice angle. Can I try to... Oh, I missed on that Pyro. I'm kind of waiting for like another sniper to like pop their head right here and instantly shoot me. Was that one? I think that was a Pyro that went by. I'm just waiting. Oh, there's the sniper, but he didn't instantly shoot me, which is maybe good for me. Oh, there he goes. In the number 7 spot is the engineer, where I made that video highlighting the sniper, spy, and the engineer, and this is basically how it goes, where these are like my 3 least favorite classes in the game, where the engineer is my favorite of the three, but I just don't play it too often. And I do enjoy like a battle engineer more so than like a classic like building engineer, but still, it's just not my favorite thing. Then I was debating between the number 6 or the number 5 slot, but I think I have to give number 6 to the medic. And this is where it transitions from the first 3 classes I just talked about are classes that I just don't enjoy at all. And now we are entering classes that I do enjoy playing, but it's kind of just like ranking one above the other, you know, where medic I think is my least favorite of like the 6 classes that I enjoy a lot. Where that was an unfortunate crit. The other side of that coin is the Demoman, where maybe I like the medic just slightly more than the Demoman, but I think I have to give this slot to the demo, where it's just really fun to kind of just like mess around on like lob grenades, and I just got like 2 kills with absolutely 0 skill here, and then maybe another one there, where I think there's like a nest. No, the nest is gone. Okay. Let's just try to keep shooting this way, and we can just try to like hold down this area where I do just have a good time playing the Demoman. And similar to the medic, it's basically just like a good time where I don't like have too much fun playing this class, but like I don't hate playing this class. It's kind of like one of those like it's an okay thing for me. Okay, maybe if we lob it that way. Oh, I just got hit by a turret, it seems like. Where let's try to get to a dispenser really quickly. The health back. Launch out that way. Okay, maybe I should throw some grenades just down in that area. So if they start pushing, I can maybe just blow all of them up, of course, because that's kind of the objective of the Demoman. And then we have a hallway right here, which is going to be really good with our grenades, except no one's here. Just shoot a few that way. Let's try to come around to the other side maybe, where there's a few people there. Okay, let's sit here. And then, oh, that would have been good. Oh, I got him anyways. Throw that one up there. Where, oh, hello soldier. Why can I not kill the soldier? There we go. That's a funny kill. Okay. Let's just come up here. This is my longest life so far. I'm just going until I die. Let's see what we can get done. Where I'm almost out of ammo. I need ammo really badly. Let's come over to this one. I want to get uber charged potentially. This medic is kind of he ran away, and then I try to like melee him, then he just blasts me back. That's awkward. Next, I'm gonna have to give it to the soldier, where way back in the day, the soldier was actually my favorites of the classes, and I think this might be like my most played class. I'm not 100% sure, but it's just, you know, an all-around great class, and I think it's like the most popular one in the entire game, where the most amount of people consider this like their favorite class, and it's probably like the most played one in all of Team Fortress 2. And I think when a lot of people think of like Team Fortress 2, they first think of the soldier more than any of the other classes in the game. And of course, it probably comes down to like personal preference at some point, but largely, I think the soldier is everyone's like go-to. As we enter the top 3 classes, we see a little bit of a trend where all 3 of these classes are like tracking based aiming really, compared to like hit scan or projectile or like backstabbing people. Where in the number 3 spot, I have to give it to the heavy, and this is where we transition, where the first 3 are like classes that I don't really enjoy too much, the next 3 are classes that I find okay, and then the top 3 are classes that I absolutely love, except for when I get backstabbed by a spy, where I just have so much fun playing as a heavy character. And I've recently been playing heavy a ton more than before, and I think I've just really fallen in love with playing this class, where I really like playing like a big like mobility based heavy, not necessarily with like any of the gear that like changes how fast you move. I just like to like move around a lot and to try to like get into like sneaky positions and whatnot, where I can't really get out of spawn right now, but I could try to sneak over here, jump, and just like sneak around here, shoot. Oh, shoot these enemies a little bit. That spy is still alive. You have to pay a lot of attention. Oh, let's deal with this. So that was an easy kill for us. And then, oh, I had crits for a second, but largely the heavy I just have a lot of fun with. In second place, and I was debating this a tiny bit, but I think I have to give it to the scout for my own like personal enjoyment, where I really just love playing as a scout because of the movement speed and just like all the mobility and stuff, and also the aiming is pretty fun. Well, hopefully I don't die here. And he took my health back. Let's try to get healed. There's a pyro there. But because we are a scout, we can really just like run away. I thought I heard. Is this the spy I heard? Okay, there's like 2 spies and a pyro just backstabbed me. But I do just love running around the game and just playing as a scout and just getting really fun kills and moving around in really fun ways. And then in the number 1 spot, I have to give it to the pyro, where maybe this says something about who I am as a person, but the pyro is just my favorite class in Team Fortress 2, I think, for a variety of different reasons. Where similar to the heavy and the scout, I love to play the pyro as like a fast-paced, like scrappy, like brawler. What on earth was that Demoman? As I was saying, I just have a ton of fun playing as a pyro character. We're getting like fun like air blast and like flare gun and shotgun and like just like basic flamethrower kills. It's just like super rewarding and really fun, where pyro on the surface level is like really easy to get into but can be very difficult to like master. Alright, let's try to sneak back here. Where let's light this thing on fire. I thought there was going to be a turret somewhere. Here, let's wait for this health pack. And then let's sneak up this way, where maybe we can just like sneak back here for a second. Can crit this guy. Air blast that guy maybe? There we go. Sneak up here, kill the sniper, and then die. So I think that was like relatively successful. And when it comes to just like casually playing like a match of Team Fortress 2, I think my go-to is often like a pyro. And then I'll like switch off to like a different class depending on like what I specifically want to play or how like the match is going or whatever. Wait, did I kill the... Okay, I think the heavy died. That's good. We're trying to like spawn camp them right here. We have almost pushed the card in. The heavy just needs to push it in a little bit more. Or literally anybody. It seems like they're like just jumping on it, but we also have like a bunch of people there. And everyone ran back. That's so unfortunate. Okay, let's try to help out here. There we go. And I died in the process, but we won the round. The end of rounds is always really interesting, where people like try to run away if they lose, and like people who win like try to chase everybody down and like kill them with crits and whatnot, where it can lead to like some funny like interactions. And it's kind of just like an aspect of Team Fortress 2 that's there just for like the sake of like having it for fun, where it's also like kind of weird in some ways. Like sometimes you just want the match to end, but also it just adds a very like unique flavor to Team Fortress 2 that you don't see with like too many other games, where many other games kind of just end immediately, and like you don't have like one team running away in fear while the other team has like crits and stuff.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Another interesting aspect of Team Fortress 2 that's kind of just there for like the fun of it is taunt kills, where taunting is like a big thing in the game that like different people have different opinions about, but you can use taunts with different weapons to get like different types of taunts, and doing certain taunts on some certain weapons will allow you to do something that will actually damage enemies, where with like the rain blower, for example, we can do this, which is really fun, and it just deals like an insta kill to anybody who's like right on top of you. So I'll give it like one attempt. I'm probably not going to get a kill with this because I'm so bad at getting taunt kills, but we can try just for like the sake of fun, where maybe if you like come right here, and then if that soldier like snuck a little bit closer, but we might just die actually. Let's get healed up here, and then let's try maybe to sneak here, and then I'm gonna die. Oh, I almost got it off. That's so unfortunate. Let's try to kill the scout, but already successfully done. And then maybe we can push into here. And if you like sneak right here, we can sit up here. Nobody's gonna look up, right? That sniper looked up. Okay, let's get going. Let's kill this sniper, hopefully. And then let's sneak back this way, grab this health pack. Surely the Pyro wouldn't do it twice, would he? Oh, there's so many people here. Let's try to kill a medic. There we go. So I just kind of sacrificed my life to kill that medic and to reset his Uber charge. Oh, that was so close, and I just like got knocked back super far. Let's try to heal up and then we can go in. Where I just have so many memories playing Team Fortress 2, and it is like a very nostalgic game for me because it is the first FPS game that I ever played, and I played many FPS games since then, but I just play them a lot less nowadays because I don't really enjoy them too much. I feel like where I just don't find them like super fun, and I talked a lot about this in like the context of Counter-Strike, but I think a large part of it has to do with I just don't typically enjoy like the type of communities that you see present in like a lot of online games where there's like a lot of like toxicity and just like general like you could say unpleasant behavior that goes on amongst like people. Wow, that was an insane headshot. I think the Team Fortress 2 servers just had some maintenance, but I am back. Where, as I was saying, the like community experience in a lot of multiplayer games is just not something that I enjoy too much nowadays. Where am I going? But you know, it's still largely an okay experience if you can find like a good community of players you want to like hang out with, and there's just like, you know, some different games are like better than others, where I do often play Team Fortress 2 with like no voice chat or no text chat, and it largely becomes a much better experience for me. Where a community is just like one perspective of like multiplayer games, where there's also like the idea of like time commitments and stuff, where like playing like a competitive game of like Counter-Strike can be like an hour, and you don't necessarily want to like leave while you're in like the middle of a game because that's like weird. But with just playing like casual Team Fortress 2, I could drop out of this game whenever I want and nobody would even notice that I left, and it wouldn't really matter anyways. Where I think Team Fortress 2 as a whole is just a game that I do enjoy playing a little bit more than like other shooters because it's like much more relaxed and you can kind of just like play when you want, and you don't necessarily feel like you're like abandoning like a game and like losing out on like comp ranking or whatever and like messing with other people because you leave. Where I also enjoy games like Halo as well because of that like similar idea, but like Halo also has like the issue with like sometimes the community can be a little weird. Kill this Demoman maybe. Or, oh, nope, I'm not killing the Demoman. And because of all that, as I've said, multiplayer games are just games that I play a lot less nowadays, and I play like more single player games, and I still play like a ton of like Guild Wars 2 and whatnot, which you can call a multiplayer game, but it's like a very different type of multiplayer game compared to a shooter. Let's try to kill this Demoman maybe. Can I get healed up? Okay, looks like we dealt with him. But one of the reasons why I'm probably always going to be playing Team Fortress 2, even if I like one day don't enjoy it as much as I currently enjoy it right now, is because of like the aspect of nostalgia that I have with this game, where it is like the first FPS game I've ever played. I played like many hours in this game over many years of my life, and it's just going to be a game that I probably always like, you know, log on to every now and then and play a little bit of. Where that's kind of just like a perspective of like nostalgia that like a lot of people have with like a lot of different games, where because of nostalgia I'm always going to have like a soft spot for Team Fortress 2 in my heart. And it's the power of nostalgia that I think really fuels a lot of people's like enjoyment of like older games that they played as a kid and like continue to play nowadays. We're like, I love Guild Wars 2 so much, but one of the reasons why I love it so much is definitely because I do have a lot of nostalgia with playing this game for like so long. Let's try to get around here, and I'm just dying. That's just a lot of people built up right there in that little small area, where I do like to take the occasional screenshot. Though I'll probably stop taking so many screenshots in Team Fortress 2 soon, where it's just kind of like a habit that I built up, where I see like a cool like kill screen, but this poor Demoman had no idea what was coming for him. Here, let's get over here, and then let's try to surprise these guys, where I killed one of them. Nice. I got an assist on another one. There was like a third one that, oh, nice air blast. Where it's just so much fun playing as a Pyro character. But it's because of the power of nostalgia that I want to take a little bit of time soon after I finish this video and upload it to play another game that I played a lot of when this poor soldier, when I was making videos for like the first time, like many years ago on my other channel, where I played Team Fortress 2 and I played some other games, including like Guild Wars 2, and none of those videos really exist anymore. But I wanted to recreate a Let's Play series of a game that I had originally started a Let's Play series for and did delete all the videos, but it's technically my first ever Let's Play series, so I wanted to take some time to play through that. I was a little bit of a break from Team Fortress 2 for a bit, where I was trying to, oh wow, he really won that fight there. As a bit of a break from Team Fortress 2, and then we can return to looking at more stuff, and I'll probably do a little bit of stuff here and there as I finish out that other Let's Play series as well. Where this entire series as a whole is like really random, but it's just been a lot of fun to really just like play through and go on like a bit of a nostalgia trip in Team Fortress 2, and to also highlight like some of the aspects of this game that I enjoy so much, and like lightly talk about some of the things that I don't enjoy as much. Let's get healed up over here. There's 2 sentry guns, which is kind of insane. But I hope people enjoy that Let's Play series, and I hope people are enjoying this one as well, even though it is significantly less like popular, and you know, it's also like less good than any of my other series. This Pyro has no idea what's coming from. And I killed the dispenser, but I did not get the teleporter, which is unfortunate. And maybe I'll play out the rest of this round and then call this episode good here. Let's try to do that again. I'm having a lot of fun just jumping up over here, assuming I don't die. That was a nice air blast. Okay, I need him to like peek out again. I guess he's not. Okay, let's heal up. And that's just, oh, I messed up the jump. That's so, oh no. Okay. Kill the spy. Oh, the Demoman messed up there. Okay. Okay. Oh, I almost killed that scout. Dang it. I guess I did not almost kill that scout. He's still very much alive. We really pushed them super far forward, and we broke like their sentry gun and stuff. Oh, the heavy knows what I'm doing. I don't think I can do that anymore. Okay, there's 2 people almost on the point. Let's try to clear them out. Looks like, oh my gosh. Okay, I somehow killed the guy that killed me, and they got an assist there, so I guess that worked out. Where this is an insane play by this Pyro and medic. Break that. Nice. And then we can go ahead and continue forward with our team to reinforce the base, and then we just push them back a bunch, where I think there's like nobody in this general area now. Let's get up over here. Oh my gosh, again, I keep messing it up. Where there's somebody on the control. Oh, hello. I guess you were above me and saw me and then dropped down. Okay, I just snuck back up here again. Nobody's here except this engineer. Let's send him back a little bit more. Let's get this health pack, and then let's sneak out here. Where I think I might just, you know, sneak here. Okay, let's kill this medic. He's helpless right now. Where, oh, I killed him. Nice. They were really trying to defend their medic, but I got the medic down. 20-second respawn timer. But I did just push them back a bunch. And that's just what I enjoy doing as a Pyro. Being like super aggro and just like charging into enemies and really just ruining their day basically. And building a ton of space for like the rest of my team to be able to work with. We are getting pretty close to the end of the game, where the enemy team is going to be a bit more desperate. So it's probably going to be more, oh, there's a heavy there. It's going to be more worthwhile with our time to try to like stay close to the point and to try to defend it specifically instead of making space, because 1, we won't necessarily need that much space when there's only like 10 seconds left in the match, and 2, all of the enemy team are probably going to be trying to set up to do like one last attack, not necessarily like set up specifically at like the forefront of their mind, but it's kind of just like something that, you know, players do into their background or in the back of their head. Where, oh, that scout got me. We have like one more respawn here. Let's try to respawn, and let's play a little bit more passively, and then you can swarm the point if they swarm onto it. a bunch of our teammates are like basically just on the point right now. Let's just sit back here for a second. Maybe launch a few flare guns. 5 seconds remaining. Let's get onto the point. Let's spy check. And nobody can get on, which is great. And then let's jump over to here. Any players hiding right here? I guess we can just break this once again. And I think that's going to do it for this episode of my Team Fortress 2 Let's Play series, where it's been really fun just talking about a bunch of random things, and I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to share some nostalgic memories you have with this game down in the comments. But I hope you all are taking great care of yourselves. Remember, as always, to drink some water and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.